2 months ago, we left our apartment to move into our camper van and live full-time as van lifers. There's been a lot of changes in our lives, and I wanted to share the ups and downs of these 2 first months of van life with you. Good morning. It is 7:30 here and it's a Sunday. We're staying by this beautiful lake. There are quite a few people here, but it is super cozy. I'm gonna go to the sun because it's warmer. It's like our first routine week. There's the sun. It's way warmer. We haven't been able to like have a proper routine, so that's sort of what we're working on at the moment. And part of that I guess means like, you know, going up and making a tea and doing what we would have done at home. Sunday's my rest day, so I'm not gonna do yoga, but I hope we can go for like a morning walk because it's so pretty with the lake. And yeah, I actually have no idea what we're gonna do today. The plans are super unclear, but I'll take you along as we try to adjust to this van. It's a bit cold actually today. Although it's getting to summer, it's a bit cold, but yeah, it's getting warmer for sure. How many cans of beans do we need? It just says we're gonna be away for so long. I think we should get 1 almond butter and 1 tahini.
Oh, hello.
We're just in the forest. We just found the most beautiful little swimming spot in just next to this stream and right where our campsite is. So just hope that it's not too cold and that it's safe. It's too pretty for us not to swim. So super excited. We just had dinner. We got here, quite a treacherous drive.
Oh wow, Christy. Oh, it's deep.
Yeah, it's deep. I can't reach it.
Yeah, right. That's amazing. Nice for it.
Or maybe you can't see it when I'm talking.
Wow, that was good. That was really nice.
Yeah, that was a 10 out of 10 swim, huh?
Yeah, I have to say thank you because we went to these clay cliffs and they weren't so good, but I would have come here for that.
Yeah, that was great. What way do you want to go back?
I was missing the spirit. If I had the spirit, I could have stayed in for longer.
Yeah,
So
same.
hopefully with the other ones, get a bit more passion in me.
So we're parked here, and this is our campsite. It's right by the road, but the sun. But yeah, it's very quiet. And there's a lady here who has 2 huge cats, like humongous. They're the size of
You're gonna have to
poodles. So I'm gonna see if I can go pet them later. Home sweet home. So we just arrived at Lake Pukaki. We drove an hour. How long did we drive?
Well, honestly, 30 minutes.
From where? Twizel or? So we've driven here and we just swam in the lake and it was the most beautiful day. We're at the tallest mountain in New Zealand and you can see it. We went here actually 2 weeks ago, but it was so cloudy so you couldn't see it at all. So I'll share you the pictures maybe if I can find them of what it looked like before and what it looks like now, because it is completely different. And now we're making lunch. We're making sandwiches with sauerkraut and capsicum or bell pepper like they say in the rest of the world, and anything else? Apples and almond butter. You can only really cook one person at a time because it's quite tiny.
Also a lot of time.
We gotta finish our spices in our glass jars because we only had glass jars at home, but we need to finish them because they weigh too much and they also like ruin the design of my, literally ruin the wood in the drawers. So we're trying to finish all the spices we have in the glass drawers. I'll see if I can show the view. So we're parked here and now we're gonna have lunch. Why are you spilling on the floor? And yeah, super excited.
You know, I'm just logging for Saga here because she still finally had a bit of a challenge in the van. Now, I think we're at this glorious transition as we head off for another. I have to do in that regular 9 to 5 setup where you work 9 hours a day.
You're ridiculous. I've never seen icebergs.
Really?
Have you? I think I just dipped myself here.
Yeah.
It is the definition of freezing. Oh, my feet.
This is pretty perfect. Equally.
What are you making?
I'm making curry. I'm making Penang curry on the gas cooker here with quinoa. Do you want to watch that movie?
What movie?
Emily.
Excuse me?
Yes.
What'd you just say?
We normally wake up at about 6 AM, but everyone out on this walk live in their van, so their early morning start, it just keeps getting bumped later and later because I think they like stay up late and they have family.
If we could swim yesterday, we could swim here as well. Colder than yesterday. We just came up from the water and this was like the best swim ever. It was super cold and it was raining. It stopped raining now. Yeah, I should probably put more clothes on, but it was so beautiful. You can see the icebergs in the lake and it's just the most beautiful thing. And we just heard an avalanche as well, but you can't really see them because I think they might be on the other side of the mountain. Oh yeah, we saw birds. But it's so beautiful. Do you like your swim?
I loved it. It's so amazing.
I just wanted to give you guys an update on how we've been doing and what van life has been really like for us for the first 2 months of living in it. So the first few weeks we really struggled with things, very basic things like showering, where to shower, what to eat, like how to cook on a gas cooker. I'm from Sweden, so I've like never cooked on a gas cooker in my entire life until we moved into the van. So that was a bit frightening, and knowing that our internet worked, and also there's quite a few like spots where we've been staying here in New Zealand where we don't have connection, like no reception. So then how do we work, and how do we find time to work living in the van? I haven't told you guys this, but we actually moved into our van before I was ready. So a few weeks before we moved into the van, I needed to get my wisdom teeth out, and we also decided at the same time to move into the van even though it wasn't finished. Like we didn't even have the cork floor in, just to save money because the van was costing a lot of money and I wasn't working because I was working on the van and we couldn't really afford rent. So we moved into the van before it was ready. Luckily we could park it at our friend's. So I was recovering in the van just the days after I had laid the cork flooring, and the floor was still drying, so I couldn't even walk on it. And that was like the first 3 days of living in the van, and we didn't have like, the ceiling wasn't in, and the electricity I don't think was even working maybe. So it was a very like stressful time, I guess. And we sort of just moved in, and then we just started traveling, and then we had to make it down here on time because my friends were visiting, and yeah, it was just all a little bit crazy. But just recently it feels like we've really landed in the van. We spent 7 days on an off-grid campground in New Zealand in one of the national parks, and that was another one of my goals with the van was to be completely off-grid and self-sufficient. They did have water and toilets, but just the fact that we could stay there for a whole week and we didn't need a grocery store or anything else, and just swimming in the lakes and going for walks. That's sort of my dream, getting the van, and the reason why we did it in the first place. So that feels really nice. And we've also calmed down with the money. Like we try to shop very responsibly. We cook all of our meals just like before at home. And we're just trying to figure out how to live in a van basically. It's quite different. The most difficult thing is absolutely the shower. Swimming in lakes and rivers is lovely, so that's fine, but the water quality in New Zealand varies, so, and some places don't have lakes and rivers and streams that you can swim in. So we do have one of those like shower bags, but we've been moving quite a lot because I guess we're not used to being slow, so we've been driving quite a bit and seeing many parts of New Zealand already. And the other really difficult thing about the van has been finding free campsites. I really thought it would be easier. That was my impression from hearing from other people, that freedom camping was easier in New Zealand. Quite a shock for me, like a cultural shock, because in Sweden you can actually basically freedom camp wherever you want, and people really respect it, you know. So that's really weird here that I can't like park my van, I mean especially my husband, because I would have thought that was like his birthright, you know, to be able to move freely in your country as long as you're not disrupting anyone. So freedom camping has been really, really difficult to find good campsites that are safe and you know, not just a parking lot. So we did get a Department of Conservation campsite pass for Christmas and my birthday. Just celebrated my birthday as well at the beginning of this month, so we can park at most of the Department of Conservation campsites for free for 7 nights. So we're hopefully going to take advantage of that, and then we'll be more in nature, because those campsites are more in nature, because I'm not really like, I don't want to be in towns, and I also don't want to stay in campsites with like, you know, families next to me that are just in their caravan vacationing. I really just want to be by ourselves or in the national parks. So yeah, we're sort of trying to figure that out. But now we're starting to feel, both of us, I think, really, really fortunate for the van. It's super lovely to live in. I mean, it's the first time we've lived in a space where we can, you know, we have the freedom of doing whatever we want with it, of changing things, of everything we own is in the van. Like, we don't have anything in storage. And we're actually filming the van tour this week, so I'm super excited about that. I just can't wait to show you guys the finished van. I've also finished a spreadsheet finally with so we have the total cost of the van, both including and excluding like all the decorations and also the like insurance policies and the mechanic work and stuff. Not mechanic work, but like the service. So I'm really excited to share that as well, because I really want to share like a super transparent like a super transparent cost breakdown, because I find that super interesting when looking at other people's vans, and I think we did a pretty good job at keeping the cost down, and I'm super excited that that's all done and we don't have any more expenses. Yeah, I just love our van. It's so beautiful and it's made for us and it has everything we want and everything is eco-friendly and stuff. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I'm really excited to share it with you. I hope you guys liked it and I hope you guys are excited for the van tour. And I hope you guys are having a lovely holiday, Christmas and New Year. And I hope you guys are having a holiday. Like in general, I'm not good at taking days off, so I'm gonna try to take like a few days off for Christmas and just relax. But we're also gonna do like quite an intense hike and stuff. So I really hope you like this video. I really like it and I love my van, so I'm super happy sharing it with you, and it feels so good to live in something I built myself, because that's been a dream of mine since I was like 8. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you next week. Bye.